So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to Airtable and you're going to want to log in and create an account if you don't already have an account and click add a base. And we're going to start from scratch. So I'm going to start from scratch and I'm going to call this tweet scheduling. And go ahead and click enter and then click into your empty base. And perfect. So if you've never used Airtable before, I'll quickly show you around. So here in the middle we have our database, essentially different tools to filter, which we're going to be working with. Here we have the table, so you can add additional tables of different data. So in our case, we're just going to need one table. I'm just going to call this tweets. And then here we have grid view. So I'm going to call this our workspace. And the view is where you can actually see the data, and you can create multiple views in order to filter the same exact data in a different way, which is something we're going to do once our tweets are ready to be officially scheduled and sent. They're going to go into a different table, which is going to be connected to an Airtable automation. So let's get started. So here under name, let's just double click on name and let's change this to tweet and click save. And then let's just go ahead and quickly delete the rest. So you can hit this right arrow and hit delete. And next, what I want to do is add a date. So it's going to be scheduled date. And let's add this as a date. And we want to include a time field. 12 hours works. And we go ahead and click save there. Next, let's add status. And let's add this as a single select, which means that you're going to get to choose from a variety of options and one of them will be selected. So let's add an option of draft, and then let's add one more, which is ready to tweet. And let's go ahead and hit save there. And then let's add another one, and this is going to be a character count check, because on Twitter your tweets can be 280 characters. So we want to make sure that you're within that range. So we're going to go ahead and just type formula here. And then what we're going to do is write a simple formula. So it's going to be if, and then it's an if statement. So if it is under the right amount of characters, we're going to print out that it is okay. And if it's not under the right amount of characters, then we're going to alert you to edit your tweet. So if, and then we're going to add len, which is going to return the length of the tweet. And we're going to add a parenthesis. Go ahead and just tap tweet there. Close the parenthesis. And then what we're going to do is add a less than 281, because it has to be 280 or less. What we're going to do, and then do quotes, say good to go. And then what we're going to do, actually let's just change that to okay for simplicity. And then we're going to do a comma, and now what we're saying is what we're going to say if it's too long. So we're just going to go ahead and say too long and go ahead and close the parentheses. So if you need to pause the video and copy that formula, go ahead and do that. But I'm going to go ahead and save. And right now it's all saying okay because it's blank. Perfect. And now we need one more formula, which is going to be checking to see if it's the right time to send. So what we need to do is check to see if this scheduled date is less than or greater than the current date and time. So what we're going to do is a date check, and it's going to be a formula as well, and we're going to do another if statement. So it's going to be if the scheduled date is less than now, then, so we're going to do a comma, and now we're going to print out what it's going to say. So if it's less than current, it's going to say not ready. And if it's greater than the current date, then it's going to say ready. So we're going to go ahead and hit save, and it should all say not ready. There's no date, but it's if we added a date here, let's say January 1st, it's going to say not ready. Actually, we want to make this, if it's greater than now, then it's not ready. Okay, perfect. So here you can see I set it to 11 p.m. It's currently 8:53 p.m. So the date check is saying it's not ready because it's not ready to send. It's scheduled to send into the future. Next, the status. This is where we can just say if it's in the draft mode or if it's ready to tweet. This way, it's just an extra check. So as long as it's not ready to tweet, we're not going to tweet it, even if it's in the current the scheduling time. Would have it tweet. So this is just another check for us here. And then here for the tweet, one thing I want to do here is click on that tweet column, click on row height, and let's make that extra tall and make it larger, just to give us kind of more space to write our tweet. So here we go. If we just go ahead and write a bunch of characters, we can see our character count is okay here. Let's just quickly open up a character count check just to see, test this formula. So here, let's go ahead. So this is 182, and we should have up to 280. So let's just get us down to 280. So 281 here. So to this, it's going to say too long. And then if I go to 280, the character count is going to be okay. Okay, perfect. So here we have our tweet, we have our scheduled date, we have it ready to tweet, and then our character count is okay, and the date check is not ready here. So these are all of the variables that we need in order to schedule our tweet. So this is our workspace.